He has his own show, YouTube. Go ahead and search it. Quincy, we've talked a little bit about the defense last segment. Are the Browns linebackers good enough? What do you expect them to do at that position as well?
Yeah, this is a really young, solid group. I think this is what they wish they would have had to kind of get developed in their interior, their defensive line, where they just have a bunch of young guys who are ready for roles, and then you can just plug in one veteran to kind of hold things down. Because you look at that linebacking room, you got JOK, who you feel really good about. And then you have Anthony Walker, who you know is going to be consistent. And then you have Jacob Phillips and Sione Takitaki, who you feel like you can rotate in and out. And that's pretty much all you're going to need from your linebackers. I think they're really only going to go 4 deep. Maybe they have Willie Harvey come in like sometimes if they need somebody to get a blow desperately. But they don't really use a ton of linebackers in this defense. So I think that will be fine. And I like what you can get out of all 4 of those linebackers, right? Sione Takitaki's a really good run fit guy, able to stop the run, able to be more physical. If you go into your base, you're probably going to have him out there. Jacob Phillips is a bigger body. He's decent in coverage, athletic enough, and he's used to kind of playing with a similar player to JOK. Look at his LSU tape with the Patrick Queen. You know, it's a very similar role that they're asking him to play in, that they asked him to do in LSU, now in Cleveland. JOK, enough's been said about JOK. We know he's really good. And Anthony Walker is just really consistent, solid guy. Was actually solid, really solid in what the Browns asked him to do in coverage. Doesn't mean he's like a Darius Leonard or anything when it comes to coverage. The Browns didn't ask him to like hold seam routes or anything like that. But they did ask him to do some small stuff, and it kind of proved that, hey, you can have Anthony Walker down there all 3 downs. He's not going to be a liability in coverage. So I think they have built that room fine. It's not like a flashy one. There's no all-pro. There's no Denzel Ward or Myles Garrett in that position group. But there is a JOK. And I think that's going to end up being a really solid group for this and a really young, cheap group for this team.